Grass eating is a very common behavior in domestic dogs, and scat analysis has shown that it carries over into wild canine species. In fact, a study of Yellowstone's gray wolves showed 74% of wolves consume plants of some sort. A survey-based study by Sueda et al. Found 68% of dogs ate plants on a daily or weekly basis. In particular, grass was consumed most frequently by 70% of dogs. A German study involving 652 dogs found that 90% of dogs ate grass at some point. There are 4 common beliefs as to why domestic dogs eat grass. Number 1. Eating grass may be used as self-medication for gastrointestinal illness. Number 2. Grass eating may induce vomiting. Number 3. Grass consumption may indicate a dietary deficiency. Number 4. Eating grass may be a normal evolutionary trait. This is the only hypothesis supported to this date. The first controlled study characterizing grass-eating behavior in domestic dogs found grass eating to be most common before meals and to decrease throughout the day. This study suggests that grass may be seen as a food source by dogs, as more satiated dogs were less likely to eat grass. However, dogs have extremely little capacity to digest grass. In a study by Mackenzie et al., gastrointestinal disturbances were induced in dogs. This led to a decrease in grass consumption, contrary to the hypothesis of self-medication. Sueda et al. Study also did not support this theory, as all dogs involved were reported to be healthy and yet most consumed grass. In addition, none of the studies mentioned have supported the theory that grass is consumed to induce vomiting, since vomiting was a rare occurrence. Sueda et al. Found younger dogs to be more likely to consume grass. A Joan et al. Study found puppies whose mothers ate grass were more likely to exhibit grass-eating behavior, suggesting that this may be a learned behavior. However, none of the studies mentioned found a correlation between any particular diet or a lack of plant material in the diet and grass consumption. Therefore, current studies do not support the theory that this behavior is caused by a dietary deficiency. Interestingly, Sueda et al. Found all breeds to eat grass as the most common plant and consume it at the same frequency, despite breeds typically having different feeding patterns and preferences. Since grass eating is widespread in domestic as well as wild dogs, it may be possible that plant eating is a result of natural selection during canine evolution. This raises the question, what is the evolutionary advantage of grass eating? One hypothesis is that grass helps to expel intestinal parasites, as scat samples from wild dogs have often shown blades of grass wrapped around parasites. This is supported by the fact that younger dogs do have a higher prevalence of intestinal parasites, and therefore may eat grass at a higher frequency compared to adult dogs. This hypothesis has yet to be tested in domestic dogs. Currently, almost all studies indicate that plant eating is a normal and common behavior. Apparently, healthy dogs of all domestic breeds have been observed performing the behavior, and there is almost no scientific evidence that plant consumption is indicative of disease. Therefore, it is not seen as an abnormal behavior.